Want. Very much. Good, and you probably will have to press yes to be recorded if you haven't already. And then we're going to start laying down. So back of the head on the mat. Yeah, hips on the mat. Those crazy shoulder blades on the ground. And just spend a couple of breaths, just really getting comfy. We're only going to be here for a couple of minutes. So really make it a good couple of minutes. If you need to adjust the whereabouts of your shoulder blades, you can. If you want to turn your head slightly. And just for a couple of breaths, just see if you can listen out for 5 different things. You can always use your fingers to count those 5 things, but see if you can find 5 different noises, different sounds. And then you can let that sense go, that sensation of hearing go. And before we start to move, just take 3 wide, deep, full inhales and their corresponding exhales. And you can gently bend the knees if they're not already. Take the soles of the feet to the ground or to the grass if you're lucky enough to be outside. And just before we even start to think about bigger movements, just allow the feet to ground. So just allow them to feel. Imagine just what we were doing with our hearing a moment ago, that we could hear 5 different noises. See if you can feel 5 different things on your feet. I know that sounds weird, but it might be texture or temperature. It might be different areas of pressure in your feet. And then even if you didn't quite reach 5, you can let the feet go for a second and just allow some windscreen wipers to see how the hip joints are feeling this morning. And it might be that you feel a little bit stiffer maybe than usual, in which case you can slow the windscreens right down and just ease the tissues into the movement. And if you feel kind of normal, then you can find your natural, usual pace or usual rhythm. Let's do a couple more because we are staying with the hip joints. We're going to add some load into these movements. Oh, they look so nice. I love that speed, Elaine. Really nice. Whenever you've done that last one, you can just lift up, find your way into a seat. Louisa, there's really nice hollyhocks behind you. Yeah, wow, well done. I love a hollyhock. All right. Mine always get rust. I always end up binning them, but I love them. All right. Same movement, but completely different feel. So once again, our feet are wider than our hips. And then we just take those really lovely little spins. But now, rather than just letting our body go where it wants, now we really very much keep the spine upright. And we should have enough room, enough space in our body to take a little twist at the end. And you can use your arms to bring you back to the start when you travel far off from that. I keep forgetting the twist, so don't forget the twist at the end once you've sat down. Just have a really lovely little twist. Good. So spine is upright if you can. So just see what it feels like for it to be flexed, and then just remind yourself what it feels like for it to be upright. Nothing wrong with a flexed spine. We just want to trust, know the difference, and be able to choose where possible. And then just do one last one like this before we level up the energy. All right, we're going to add a little spin in here. So we'll be going in either a clockwise or a counterclockwise direction. It doesn't matter, but we'll end up in a full circle. And what we're going to do is when we next come and the knees are on the floor, we're going to push down and lean forward so that we can lift up. Good. Go slow with it. And then flex from the hips. It's as if your butt is trying to find the floor first. Control it all the way down. Once you're down, you can lean and turn. Oh, crumbs. I went to London yesterday and I was walking. I'm stiff. Come on. Oh. Really nice. And once you get that rhythm, you'll probably find a little bit more speed. So you can let that speed happen. Really nice. But just control the descent. That's really key because what tends to happen, nice. Yes. What tends to happen is we're excited to get the butt onto the ground and we tend to. These look so good. Ah, oh, so nice. Good. Really good. So to help you control that descent, just you can lean the weight forward and take your arms forward as well. So they just act as a little pivot for you. Yes, Elaine. Good, 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 good control. Yes. Really nice. And then whenever it is that you come to face me again, we're all at different points in the circle. You can have a little pause. And then last thing before we start to flow. Some of you are completely far away in the circle, which means some of you get more ab work. So whoever's at the halfway point of the circle, that's fine. If you're already finished, and I know some of you are, you can lay down. Everyone's favorite. Bring the knees into the chest. And then just hug them in just for a second. Good. So we know that's our range of motion. So we know that our hip flexors, we know that our knees, that's the range of motion that we've got. And that's passive because we're hugging in, but we're going to try and keep that range of motion. So take your hands away, but just try and keep that flexion. Good. And then curl, lower spine off of the ground. So you roll up. So try not to even think about, so keep your head down, Melanie. Sorry, it's a reverse curl. That was my fault. So it's reverse. Yeah, so head down, back down. So you curl your lower spine off the ground. But try and keep the calves and the thighs tucked in. So the tendency is to kind of let them go and to use momentum a little bit to get your lower back and middle back off the ground. Nice. So you're using the front of your waist, the front of your core to curl in. Yes. Oh, I feel like we haven't done these yet. We haven't done these for a while. Do one last one. And then flip on over. Say hello to your hands and wrists. And as usual, cat-cow, if you want to make it a little bit more wavy, you are more than welcome to explore the wealth of possibilities that is cat-cow. These last ones, just see your end ranges, just see what it feels like to extend and have that anterior tuck of the pelvis. And then as you draw up through, see if you can draw even deeper. So more of a posterior tuck of the pelvis, really, really round. We tend to stay in our comfort zone, which is totally fine, but just see what cat-cow feels like right at the very edges. And then you can tuck the toes. If they need a little bit more time to come into down dog, please take it. If they feel a little bit stiff, take it. Otherwise, downward facing dog. I always think when we start to change and transition into different footwear and the amount we walk changes as well, our feet have to readapt to that. It's quite a big ask. That sounds like I said big ask, didn't it? I probably did as well. I was doing so well, I didn't make one joke. Inhale. I blame Melanie. Look forward. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Good. And if you can see yourself on screen, just make sure you've leant forward a little bit. So it's really easy just to lean back and just not take all of the weight. And then exhale, rock the weight back. Bend the knees. Sit low, chair pose. Find the feet first, push down through them. Inhale all the way up. Some steep standing sleep. And exhale, hands into the heart center. Inhale, adjust the feet. Take the arms up and we just think about coming into Malasana. It might be the first one of the morning, so feel free just to ease down. It might not be all the way down. You might have a little hover and a play. If you've got all the way down, just as usual, really soften into that. So a little Malasana egg. Well, I've got the weight. Well done. Gosh, just so well trained. Exhale. Good. Push into the ground. So use the legs to come up. Inhale at the top. And then exhale once more. We send the weight back. We control it. Good. Plug into the feet. Really push into the feet. Really, really push the feet down into the ground for the whole time. Good. Once you get to that bottom, nothing is switched on. We're very much using our stabilizers to keep us there. Thank you. And then we push through the feet to come all the way up. Inhale at the top, last one. Exhale, Malasana, sit the hips back. Really nice, all of our joints getting involved. Knees and hips, ankles, midfoot joints, good. At the bottom, it's a big, lovely inhale as we just soften everything. We turn off the musculature. And then exhale as we ask, a big ask, push. Good. If you've got those weights, you can just put them carefully to one side. Allow the feet to be parallel, and then maybe soft knees as you just pour the weight forward, dropping the head and loosening the jaw. So there's a little bit of, I mean, it must be so difficult for the head because it's always upright, isn't it? So nice on us to be upside down. And then inhale, flat back whenever you're ready. Exhale, lean back, chair pose. Maybe a little bit deeper this time, but still finding the feet pushing through. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, hands into the heart centers. It feels like we've done tons of malasanas already. Inhale, adjust the feet so they're parallel. Good. And then exhale. Malasana. Good. So the knees stay. Yes, good. So nice. Really nice. Can't change anything with those. At the bottom, if you haven't already, it's that soft, less effort or no effort. And then just start to gather everything in. You're going to make everything work. Push down, press up. Really good. Inhale. Exhale, Malasana. Send the hips back. Good. Hips are back. And we control that descent. We control gravity. Really nice. It's that inhale that's soft, that just little lovely doughy inhale. And then exhale, you push down through the ground to come a little bit. And let's just do one more inhale. Exhale, send the hips back. We'll plug into the feet the whole time. Make sure the center of your body is in, not aligned, sorry, is working as well. So pelvic floor, good. And inhale. And then exhale, push down into the ground. If you've got those weights, you can just move them to one side. Allow the feet to be parallel. And then exhale, forward fold. So we've got some very, very simple flows to start with, and then we do have a mega flow to end with. So inhale as we look at our feet, and then exhale, really nice, right leg back, right knee down. Ah, so easy. Inhale as we lift the arms up, push down through the feet and the knee, and maybe even the shin if you've got it. And it's like a little spring. Exhale, runner's lunge. Inhale as you look forward and lean forward, and exhale, forward fold, just as simple as that. Inhale, we look at our feet and our toes. Exhale, left leg back, left knee back. And as we reach up with the arms, we push down with whatever is in contact with the floor. So that we can then exhale, runner's lunge. Nice and easy. Inhale as we think about pitching forward. And exhale, it's a little balance, forward fold, really nice. A few more of these, just getting used to the rhythm of the breath. Inhale as we look at our feet. Exhale, right leg, right knee. We know what we're doing now. Inhale, push down with the things that are in contact with the ground as we come up with the arms. Exhale, runners. Maybe with only one hand on the ground now, runners. Inhale, we tip. And exhale, we forward fold. Inhale as we pause. Exhaling, left leg, left knee. Push down with the things that are in contact with the ground. So we lift up that really lovely traction. Exhale, maybe just one hand is on the ground for runners. Yeah, oh, nice, Sabina. A little cheeky balance there. Inhale. No, I liked it. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale as we pause. Now I've forgotten what leg we're on though. That was so nice. Which leg are we on? Right leg, okay, good. Good. Inhale, take that. Everyone knows whose screen I was looking at as well when I wasn't sure. Exhale, runners. I went straight to Elaine. Inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale as we pause. Exhale, left leg, left knee down. Inhale as we take the arms up. Exhale, maybe this time no hands in runners. So it's like a galloping horse, but underneath. Inhale, we start thinking about pitching forward. And exhale, forward fold. Inhale as we pause. Little mini flow again, but a different one. Exhale, right leg, right knee. Inhale as we tuck the toe, just pop the hands onto our front thigh. You can always cross the palm so you feel like you've got quite a lot of pressure. As long as the back toes feel right as we exhale, we're going to push down and lift up. Inhale, control it down. Doesn't have to be all the way down. If the toes feel like rubbish, you can simply come halfway up and halfway down. Super easy little mini flow here. Exhale to push. Inhale to come. Last one, we're going to end up. Exhale, come up. Inhale as we draw the arms up. And then exhale, Ardha Mukha, downward facing. Inhale, come through to a plank. It can be knees down. And then exhale, Ardha Mukha. Inhale through to a plank. Exhale, Ardha Mukha. Just a couple more here, but just find your own rhythm. So rather than being rushed to land, imagine then transition is part of the asana. It's part of the pose. It's not just a transition, it's actually part of it. Just do a couple, yes, just do a couple more like that so you really feel all of those changes that happen, those weight changes. Last one, and end up in downward facing dog. Inhale as you look forward. And exhale, take some walks forward. So just allow the feet to carefully, bit by bit, one by one, come forward. That's it. Super, super, super simple. Inhale as we pause. Exhale, left leg comes back. We're back in that low lunge. We pop our hands as we inhale onto the thighs, then tuck our toes. Exhale, we push up. With control, we inhale to come down. Oh. Exhale, push up. Inhale to come down. Really, really nice. Do a few more. Good. Use the front foot a little bit more, Liv, as well. So really plug it down. I know it's a bit probably wobbly where you are. Good. Very nice. Yes. One more down. Nice. One more up. Good. And then once you're up, you can take the hands off of the thigh for a second as you inhale. And then send the exhale down into downward facing dog. All right, only if you feel okay, you might come forward into a plank and then exhale into a fingertip downward facing dog. Maybe drop the fingers, drop the palms back, come into a plank. Exhale, down dog, onto your fingertips. Maybe that's only if you know that fingers feel right. It's a bit of a weird ask. Just don't do too many, but sometimes it feels like you've got a bit of room with the fingertips, so go easy with thumbs or anything that's happening. End up whatever you've been doing on a downward facing dog, certainly with the palms back down. Good. And then inhale as you look forward. And then exhale, forward fold. Really nice. Mega flow coming up. Inhale as we pause, looking at our feet. Exhale, right legs back, runner's lunge. Long way back in our runners. Good, we're ready for it. We've done loads of runners. Inhale, take the arms up. It's locust on top of runners. Exhale, open it up, warrior two. Inhale, stay in warrior two, but think about spinning that back foot in a minute. So just have it in your head. We're going to spin on that back foot. So you might need just to adjust the toes. And then exhale, high lunge with a nice deep back bend if that feels comfortable. Inhale, take the back bend out. So it's still high lunge, but you're not quite as back bendy. Good, so you might need to adjust. And then exhale, lean forward into what is going to feel like the world's worst galloping horse. Arms a little bit straighter, Davina. Front knee a little bit more bent. Just exhale. Bend the back knee so you come into low lunge. Good. And then send the hips back as you straighten up that front leg. So you're coming into that half Anapana. Inhale. If you feel like you've got your balance, take the arms up as a little bit of a challenge. And then exhale, take a twist towards that straight leg. Oh. Inhale as we lift the arms. And then exhale back in Ajnayasana. So it's that long flexed ankle. Really nice. From here, all we're going to do is come back up to a low lunge. And then re-find our twist in a low lunge. Hand on the sacrum just for a little bit of extra support. Inhale, take the arms up. And exhale, downward facing dog. First chaturanga. Good. Come forward into an inhale whenever you're ready for your plank. Yes, and then control it down, knees or knees up. Either way it's controlled. We've got the weight, yes. Inhale, locust or a cobra if you want. Really nice. And then let it go. Adjust the hands and you feel that strength running through the palms. And then push down into the mat. We feel all of that power running through your body. That really lovely familiar sequence from onto our belly to down dog. We've probably done that thousands of times. Thousands of times. Inhale as we look forward. And exhale, forward fold. If you feel like a jump of freedom, like a little froglet, go for it. Do you remember when Louise, I feel like it was Louise that told me, a snake baby is called a snakelet. It was such a great day, wasn't it? I mean, yeah, a snakelet. I'd still be scared, but super cute. Inhale. Same thing the other side. Exhale, left leg travels back, runner's lunge, and we wiggle that foot so we've got that real long runner's lunge. Inhale, we open up the arms. It's locust on top of runners. And then exhale, we land the back heel. Make our way into warrior two. We take the inhale and just think about our back foot. So we're going to turn it in. And then exhale, we take the whole exhale to turn on the back toes. And take the arms up and come into as comfortable an extension as feels right. So just sort of up to the seat. And then find that core that we've been working through. Inhale as you straighten it up now. So we take the back bend up. Exhale as we bend the front knee a little bit more than we want to. And we lean your weight forward. Really, really lean. As if there's something right in front of you and it's just the best thing ever. Everyone knows what I'm thinking about. Good. You can think about whatever you want. It's the best thing ever. You're almost there. You're literally 1 centimeter away from it. And then drop the back knee. We did get it. Whatever it was, we got it. Exhale. We already had it. Sit back. Get comfortable with that back heel if you want. You can always kind of slightly adjust it so that heel is hitting you in the right place. Inhale, take the arms up. And then we take a twist towards the straight leg. And it's a bit of a path. Inhale, take the arms up. Exhale, we go back into the Anjaneyasana. So that big dorsiflexed ankle. Adjust so that we're back to square. Inhale as the arms come up. And exhale once more, we take a twist. But this time we just have a little bit of a sacrum awareness. Maybe back of the hand to the second. Tuck the back toes, inhale, take your arms. And exhale, other move it downward facing. Inhale through to a plank. Yes. Exhale down onto your bed. Inhale a locust or a cobra. That feels good. And then exhale, let it go. Inhale, pop the hands. Have a little explore. Where do they want to be? Maybe they do want to be somewhere slightly different. And then exhale, push down. Exhale. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, forward fold. Really nice. Last flow. Same flow, but a little add-on here. We've got tree and warrior three. Otherwise, same flow. So we know what we're doing. Exhale, right leg comes back. Runner's lunge. Inhale as we open up the chest and the arms. Exhale as we spin and we open. Take a little pause on the inhale, just feel where the foot is. Sometimes the foot kind of gets stuck on our mats. And then turn as we exhale into that. As deep as feels comfortable. You can always bend the elbows a little bit if you feel like you get a little more room that way. So very much anterior tuck of the pelvis. And then inhale, as we take it out, we come into a more neutral spine. Exhale, as we lean away, forward, 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 forward. All right, stay there, but plug into that front foot. So rather than just feel the effort and trying to kind of run away from it, make more effort. Now that sounds mean, but push into the front foot, especially the heel, and then spread a little bit of weight through the balls of the feet. And then you can let that heel drop down, that back knee rather. Exhale, sit back. Inhale, take the arms up. Exhale, twist. Missing out Anjaneyasana now. Just come into a straight low lunge, arms come up. Exhale, back into that twist. And a little bit of awareness to sacrum. Inhale, take the arms up, tuck the back toe if you haven't already. And exhale, warrior three. Inhale as we pause in our warrior three. And then dive down, standing splits. Oh. Exhaling, downward facing dog. Totally optional, either inhaling plank or inhaling to a nice kneeling. Hands in Garudasana. So you're either plank and side planking, or you're kneeling with hands. Garudasana Mudra. Good. Nice. Whatever you're doing. Yes, really, just take 2 more breaths, whatever it is you're doing. Oh. Once that second breath has finished, if you're in Garuda and you want to stay, sometimes it's such a lovely place to be. Please do, it's obviously where you need to be. Otherwise, downward facing dog, I'm going to stay in Garuda for a little bit. If you're in dog, then inhale, that right leg lifts all the way to the ceiling. And then don't think too much about it. Just exhale, shoot it through, tree pose for accessibility. Good, tree pose, yes. So we find that balance nice, good. From tree pose, just slide that foot down the inside of the calf, in the middle of the ankle, and then exhale, forward fold. Oh, we're so close to having a little rest. Exhale, left leg back, runner's lunge. Inhale as we open the chest up. Exhale as we spin around the hips and really find 1, 2. Just giving ourselves that extra time to think about that back heel and what it's doing. And then spin on the toes. So take your time to do that. You'll find yourself in that big deep back bend. Inhale, take it out of the body so it's much more neutral. Oh, and then last galloping horse. Exhale, galloping horse. All right, load the front leg. So spread the weight first and then push down through the heel. Good, really, really push down through the heel, and then that really big, deep reach that we're reaching out long and hard. Oh, now I'm doing it with you. I want to stop already. And then exhale, back knee down. Send the hips back, front knee straightened. Inhale, take the arms up. Exhale, that twist. Inhale, straight up. Low lunge with the arms up. Yes, Lou, that looks so nice. Exhale, once more, twist in the same direction, but with sacrum, a little touch to sacrum. Inhale, take the arms up. And exhale, warrior 3. Oh, why did not make my warrior 3? Did not make it. Good. Pause as we inhale. We're in good company. And then exhale, slide the hands down, standing splits. All right. Inhale as we pause. And then exhale, you choose last 30 seconds of whatever you want. If you want some jumps, go for it. If you like the side planks, go for it. If Garida felt really nourishing and really protective, really safe this morning, Garida. So 30 seconds of whatever it is that you want. Oh, nice. Try not to look and try right. Very last thing, only if you want to. If you want to do that down dog into the last tree, you can, but you will not miss anything by missing it. I promise you. If you want to, it is there. If you're happy with where you are, please go with it. The bit side tree is the right thing. Just gently let the foot slide down. I love that feeling. It's like puzzle pieces fit together. And you can pop your foot down, and then if you're not already, just find your hips on the ground and just let the whole weight of your body be held. Whole weight of your body be held. As usual on a Sunday, we don't have tons and tons of restorative time, so just pick one position that just really soothes you. Lucky enough to have a little being with a fluffy tail next to you, that means you have to have stroke. And feet have to be available as well. It's just yoga law. I'm going to turn myself on mute and quickly go to the bathroom and then I'll come and get When you're ready, if you're ready, you can gently just allow the body to move out of your position. I hope it felt really lovely. And you can softly come up gently, bring yourself back up to a seat. Grow, gather, get experience, do. Exhale, let it go. As you resist it, try. Exhale to let it go. Soft, slow exhale as we accept the weight of your arms and your fingers. And your arms up. So into your heart center, you can say namaste or touch the end. Out.